Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. We're back in the kitchen today. Today, as you can tell by the title, oh my gosh, I keep on smacking the flour out of this bag. As you can tell by the title, today we are going to be making some tortillas for the first time together. So if you would like to follow along with me, and basically let's get into it. Let's do it together. If you have never made tortillas de harina before, and neither have I, so don't feel bad, don't be hard on yourself. I actually do feel kind of guilty that I have never tried to make them before by myself. I of course grew up watching my grandma make tortillas by hand, and we always helped her, you know, like roll them out and maybe mix the dough, but I never actually knew, you know, like step by step what to do. So shout out to TikTok, because that's where I found the video. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the video that we're learning from today.
Today we're making these delicious buttery melt in your mouth flour tortillas. Start by mixing 1 tablespoon of baking powder and 2 teaspoons of salt with 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Melt half a cup of unsalted butter with 1 cup of water. Mix until the butter is completely melted and add it to the flour while it's still warm. Mix until your flour comes together and knead it into a nice smooth ball of dough. Cover it with plastic for 10 to 15 minutes. Separate them into equal-sized pieces and roll them into nice smooth balls of dough. Transfer them back into the bowl and cover them with the plastic for 10 more minutes. On a lightly floured working surface, roll out your first piece until you have a 10 to 12 inch round. Preheat your pan, skillet, or comal over medium heat and place your tortilla. Once you see these bubbles begin to form, flip it over. Cook for an additional 30 seconds, then flip again. These tortillas are super buttery and delicious. They taste great just by themselves. And enjoy.
So she makes it seem pretty simple. I feel like I trust her that it's a good recipe, and I've got everything that I need here. 3 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of salt, and then 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and then of course the half a cup of butter, which is 1 stick of butter, and then the water. So let's go ahead and do this. So I don't own a mixing bowl, I'm gonna be honest. I don't do like a lot of baking, so yeah, I definitely don't own a mixing bowl, or even like a bowl in general. I did used to have like these big, like nice porcelain bowls, but during our numerous moves they got broken, so I had to throw them away. So this is all I have. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure out my 3 cups of flour. Okay, so we have 3 cups of flour now. Then we need 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Remember, it's only 1 tablespoon, but I'm not exactly sure where that measuring cup is, so we're doing 2 halves to make 1 half. And then you want to do 2 teaspoons of salt. There's 1 and 2. Okay, y'all, so I also don't have a whisk, so I'm gonna bring this together with a fork. Should work the same as long as we get it all well incorporated. You could also use your hand if you prefer. Okay, this looks pretty good. Not that I know what it's supposed to look like, because I've never done this before, but that looks good to me. Okay, I'm gonna set this over here for a second, and I already went ahead and warmed up the water a little bit. It's a cup of water with half a cup of butter, which translates to 1 stick again. And now I'm just gonna put that in there. I did leave it out. I took it out this morning because I knew I wanted to do this, so it is pretty softened. So let me try to get as much of this butter as I can. Now we're just going to stir it around in the water till it melts. Okay, I think it's pretty much all melted now. And then we're gonna bring our mixture back over. And then, I mean, easy enough. We're just gonna pour this in there. I don't really remember if she started with her hands or with a whisk, but I'm gonna go in with my hands and just start bringing this together. I should have taken my rings off, I know, but we're already here. This is coming together pretty easy. So I went back and watched it again, and she's like kneading it more on here. She says until it comes to a nice ball though, and mine is looking nice and ball shaped. So I think this is good. That looks good. Now we're gonna cover it with plastic for 10 to 15 minutes. Wait, baby. Hey Google, set a timer for 10 minutes.
All right, 10 minutes, and that's starting now.
Alright guys, so that is going to be it for this video. I have the tortillas right here, which I'm going to show you before we end. But I'm pretty proud of myself, y'all. For my first time, like, that looks like a damn good tortilla if you ask me. And I already ate 2 of these off camera. Or I would eat another one. But I can for sure tell you that they are yummy and delicious. They are super buttery, just like she said in the video. And yeah, I think this recipe is definitely thumbs up for me. I'm still actually making tortillas. I have one on the comal right now. Well, not a comal, on the pan, because I don't own a proper... There's a lot of things I don't have, you guys. This was actually way easier than I thought. It is a little bit time consuming just because you have to like make the dough, let it sit, then form the little balls of dough, then let it sit, and then cook them all individually if you don't have a big comal like me. So it is time consuming, but in the end I think it is definitely worth it. Again, I'm really proud of how they came out. They look yummy and delicious. The only thing I need to get better at is rolling them, of course. Ideally I would want one of those, you know, tortilla press machines, not machines, but you know, those little tortilla presses. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, now that I know I can make me some tortillas, I'm definitely going to invest in one, or at least a rolling pin, because this bottle, it did the job, but it did kind of make it a lot more, you know, made the process a lot more lengthy. So yeah, please let me know if you guys try out this recipe. I encourage you to try and make them yourself, because it is definitely a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And yeah, so let me know if you guys try them. These are, again, super yummy and delicious. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys in the kitchen, and I'll see you later in my next video. Bye.